I'm Alan,
And I'm Sarah
and we're the class team.
at Realty One Group Dockside out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
And today we're at the
Socastee Bridge Park.
Socastee Bridge Park. There's a boat landing right here, but you can come out here and go fishing. This is the Intracoastal right behind us. The swing bridge is right there to our right, and this takes you all the way down to Florida and beyond, going that way. But
There's some nice intracoastal waterway communities, and you can check those out on our website. But we do have some things to talk about today, and it's mostly about your Zestimate. That's a
right,
big question we get.
Sarah, I just went and looked and saw this estimate for my house. How can you be telling me my house is worth more than what this estimate is saying?
Well, I mean, we know that the Zestimate is a computer generated data. It's using hundreds of data points, and it's too much of a macrocosm, too much macro, versus what we would do, which is a comparative market analysis, and that would use specific things that cannot look into. It can just do a very broad. It's a good starting point. Don't get us wrong. We're not saying that you can't use that as a guidepost, but this is why a CMA, comparative market analysis, is better, more accurate than a Zestimate. Do you want to talk what we start with?
Yeah, absolutely. So it was actually a property I had listed before I was working with Sarah, and I had done a comparative market analysis, and it showed that property was worth around $230,000 at that time. The woman I was talking to said, "Well, I looked on Zillow and told me it's worth 130." 130. I said, "No, you listed at 235. You should expect to get 230 for it. It sold for 229."
And granted, this was almost 10 years ago.
That
So
was almost
don't
10
get
years.
excited about
Right.
those, because in that area, oh my,
Now that house is probably 330.
No, it's probably even higher than
than
that. Yeah. So, and there's another thing, like Zillow's current national statistics show a median error of 1.8% for on market homes, but off market homes, it's 7%. So if you're a statistical person, I was a huge statistical person. That was my favorite class. Margin of error. You have to take that into account. And that's a huge margin of error. So we fill in those gaps for you when we go dig in. Condition
Right.
is something that Zillow cannot look at. Location. Is there a flood zone? Like maybe it's everything here is flood zone, by the way. Flood zone X is the highest ground. But if you're an AE, which is high risk or moderate, that affects it because you're going to have to get flood insurance.
Right. And there are some neighborhoods where one part of the neighborhood is in a flood zone, but another part isn't. So that is going to have an impact.
That's exactly right.
And it's a very nice community. It's Prestwick. They're all custom made homes. Mm-hmm. And that does affect not just your value, but your insurance and the totality of it. So when we look at stuff, we really break it down by
all the major points.
Right, all the major points.
Neighborhood.
The square footage, the neighborhood, where it's located in the neighborhood.
Condition.
Right, yeah.
So you have to look into that. Just because the neighbor's house sold for $450, the house next door needs a whole new roof. You're looking at $30,000 depending on the size of it. So that's going to take away from it. And people don't have that money just to come in and have to replace a roof. So they should go ahead and either take that off of the value of their home, or that's what would happen. It would devalue the home.
Right. So and also any of the HOA restrictions could also, we've seen that in neighborhoods where people complain about the HOA so much that they can barely get rid of their house.
Yeah, that's kind of what's going on. We're going to have a follow-up video about some other important things. So you might see us in the same
clothes,
right. Same location. It's just such a pretty day. We had to stop by here while we were doing some other things. But please check out our website if you want to reach out to us or you want to look at some data. There is that capability on our website, www.classteam.com, KLASTEAM.
Right. Or you can reach us at 843-699-6886. And remember, buy or sell with class.